request from a Clinton aide to delete emails older than 60 days. They forgot to comply that. And then in late March of 2015, the employee realized the mistake. And sometime between March 25th and 31st, 2015, deleted the Clinton archived mailbox from the server and used BleachBit to delete the exported PST files that he had created on the server system containing Clinton's emails. And then they write, BleachBit sounds like a chemical product, but it's actually a free online deletion service, or as the company puts it, it doesn't matter because at the time they deleted it, it had been subpoenaed.
That's right. And they knew it had been subpoenaed, and they defied a subpoena, and they obstructed justice and should have been charged. Instead, these guys were given immunity in exchange for nothing. What prosecutor gives immunity for free?
That never happens. Just like, look, we actually had Andrew Zeeb. He was on this program. Let me play for you what he said to us.
It certainly is a sophisticated device. Of course, a cloth can only wipe fingerprints, but BleachBit can wipe that information. So as Trey Gowdy said, not even God can read it.
Yeah, so in other words, it really works. Your technology, in other words, for example, if I delete my computer right now, a bunch of emails, if I delete a bunch of whatever, it's still on my computer. It would be recoverable by a computer forensic expert, by the FBI, for example. They'd be able to find every single thing I did on my computer if I just deleted it the old-fashioned way.
The old-fashioned way, you're right, doesn't permanently delete information. In the case of email, things are a lot more complicated, and that's why Hillary took a two-pronged approach, right? Her aide smashed her mobile devices with a hammer because there's a copy of the emails on the mobile device, and then the IT guy from Platte River Networks ran BleachBit on the server, and that deletes another copy of the emails that were on the server end.
So this was would BleachBit or the use of BleachBit, if you found out I was under investigation by the FBI, and let's say I called you, you're the founder, you're the lead developer of BleachBit, I call you and I say, Andrew, it's Sean Hannity. The FBI wants to look at my computer. What do you think I ought to do? And you tell me to use BleachBit. And you say, if you really want to hide stuff, you want to erase stuff, BleachBit works. You tell me that, right? And you're confident in your product.
BleachBit can, definitely delete information so that people can't hide it.
Oh, sounds like acid washing to me. I'm sticking with acid washing.
Well, and you called it a program, and I've been with you repeatedly when you have referred to it as a program.
Let's go back to your book. And you put all of the comments of Strucken Page.
Right.
And then you see that the very same people that it's obvious Hillary obstructed justice. You have no doubt.
She obstructed justice, and she mishandled classified documents
and destroyed crime.
And destroyed them, yes.
And those are all felonies.
All felonies.
And you believe, as I do, that the fix was in with Strzok, Page,
Totally.
McCabe?
Just a year before Comey cleared Hillary Clinton, he prosecuted Brian Nishimura, a naval reservist, for doing exactly what Hillary Clinton did on a smaller scale. And in the FBI press release, it literally says he did it without intent. And they prosecuted him under gross negligence. How could Comey then a year later say there are no such cases in which a prosecutor has brought such a...
Are there statute of limitations? Or could Hillary still be charged for these
She
crimes?
can still be charged. Not all of them have run, but some have.
What could she be charged with now?
Well, if you backdate from now all the way to the later classified documents, out of 110 of them, some of them have the statute has not run, so she could be prosecuted on those. But on the early ones, no.
So this guy Brian Nishimura, or in the case
he was
Bishop
charged with gross
Saucier,
negligence and forced to plead guilty, and he did what Hillary Clinton did. So when Comey stood in front of cameras July 5th and said no reasonable prosecutor would bring such a case, his prosecutors and his FBI had brought such a case.
And all of this is in your book.
Sure.
So that is the scheme. It's called the Russian hoax, the illicit scheme to clear Hillary. All right, you explain the clear Hillary part and frame Donald Trump. What's the framing Donald Trump part? Everything that we've seen?
That and a whole lot more. They began the investigation, a criminal investigation, without evidence of a crime, which violates FBI rules. They then decided, let's make it a counterintelligence probe because we know we have no evidence of a crime, and yet they had no intelligence. And Peter Strzok signed the documents on July 31st. officially launching the probe, but the FBI began it long before that, and they were using confidential informants.
Unbelievable. So we have confidential informants. We have Hillary bought and paid for Russian lies that have been debunked, put together by a foreign national,
Right.
paid through funneled money through a law firm, to an op research group, to the foreign national.
Right.
To
But
the
she's not
Russian.
being investigated for using a foreign national. Trump, which didn't use a foreign national through payments, is being investigated.
It's a pretty sick world we're living in.
Oh, it surely is. It's a double standard world. Hillary Clinton can do anything she wants.
That's why we always talk about an equal justice under the law, equal application under our laws, and now if we don't fix it, this is going to end very badly for the country. We'll continue more. Greg Jarrett, his new book, it's out just a couple of weeks now, The Russia Hoax, the illicit scheme to clear Hillary Clinton and frame Donald Trump. Guaranteed #1 New York Times bestseller.
You can pre-order it on Barnes & Noble or Amazon.
And Hannity.com.
Yes.